I don't have it.
Why? I sent it in. They're not going to be able to help. They're not going to be able to help with
Ma'am, you don't try to overtalk me because that will never happen.
That's fine.
Am I understood?
Yes.
Pass the matter. You go down, check your attitude, and then I'll call your case back up. Have a seat. Have a seat. Keep back talking. You better take that out of here. Oh, don't give me that look. Lee, get her out of my courtroom.
Oh, we've got an entitled brat in the courtroom today. And honestly, this one might test your patience just as much as it tests the judges. She's got an attitude that could knock the gavel right out of the judge's hand, and she's bringing that same energy into a place where ego gets you nowhere but deeper into trouble. You can tell she's used to talking her way out of things, but this isn't a playground, it's court, and the judge is not playing along. What makes it worse is that she's got her kid right there soaking up every bad habit like a sponge. Watching her try to act like the victim while refusing to take accountability is just painful. The judge is about to give her a reality check that no TikTok apology could fix. So the real question is, how far does someone have to go before a judge finally snaps? Let's go ahead and dive in.
All right, where are we on this case?
Ms. Fleming has a balance of $4,298.39. She indicates that she mailed the rental assistance form to the court on Wednesday.
She mailed it on Wednesday?
Yeah, I didn't know. I couldn't really hear you, but I thought you said mail it in, so I mailed it in.
Well, it needs to
proof
be at
that
the court by
that I filled out an SIR with my tracking number and everything. I mean, an SER.
I don't have it. So.
Why? I sent it in.
You know, I'll leave it up to the court what the court wants to do. I don't think her balance is $4,298.39. She's been on rapid rehousing with SOS paying their portion. She's never made a payment to my client. And I reached out, and from what she has said, so I reached out to SOS to see if they were going to be able to help her with the balance. What she indicated to me.
Can I talk? They're not going to be able to help. They're not going to be able to help with
balance. Ma'am. Let him finish, and I will then hear.
I don't like.
You want to know what? You don't try to overtalk me because that will never happen.
That's fine.
Am I understood?
Yes.
You know what? I'm going to pass the matter. You go down, check your attitude, and then I'll call your case back up. Have a seat. Have a seat.
Man, you about to piss me off. Come
on. Keep back talking. You better take that out of here. Oh, don't give me that look. Lee, get her out of my courtroom. Get her out of my courtroom. Court to pass that matter. Court does call the case of YPF 16 LLC versus Nakia Turner.
Your Honor, I'll wait for it.
That just messes up my whole day. Everybody else is going to have a hard time with me now. You know, I was in a good mood, and then it's just going to take one person. It just takes one person that just messed up my whole attitude. You know? Nakia Turner, parties have returned. Mr. Pantera, you were in the middle of your statement, sir.
Yes, her current balance is $4,123.39. Court costs of $175 for a total of $4,298.39. She's been in rapid rehousing where SOS has been paying her portion and she's supposed to pay the rest. She has never made a payment. I reached out to SOS. They tried to reach out to her, and it's my understanding that the rapid rehousing ends at the end of July. So in August, she's going to be responsible for the whole thing herself. She hasn't filed a rental assistance form. I don't think it's a tribal issue. In fact, we would ask the court for a judgment.
All right, ma'am, what did you wish to say?
Anyway, like I was saying, SOS was paying my rent for 3 months without me having to pay anything. Like I told Ms. Terry through SOS that I ended up losing my job. And I wasn't able to pay nothing at the moment. And I'm just now getting a job, and I wasn't able to pay nothing until today. But yeah, and I sent in my SER through the mail. I didn't know I had to come and actually bring it in. I don't have a car, so anytime I go anywhere, I have to get on a bus with my children. So I don't know if you're able to, if they bring the mail to y'all, but I definitely sent the SCR to this courtroom with the judge with your name on it, Cedric Simpson.
Things just went from zero to courtroom disaster real quick. The defendant's already catching an attitude with both her lawyer and the judge, which if you've ever been in front of a judge, you know is about the worst strategy possible. The judge gives her multiple chances to compose herself, and instead she doubles down, like she's trying to prove she's the main character in this courtroom drama. That's when the judge basically puts her in verbal timeout. Calm, controlled, but with that tone that says you're 2 seconds away from a contempt charge. You can actually see the moment she realizes she might have pushed too far, but her pride won't let her stop. It's kind of hilarious, but also sad because she's out here treating court like a group chat argument, except this one comes with financial consequences. The irony is, she's behind on rent and trying to defend herself while disrespecting the person deciding how much she owes. That's like insulting the waiter before they bring your food. It never ends well. And to make it even more uncomfortable, her son's sitting right there, watching mom treat the judge like a teacher she doesn't respect. It's not just a bad look, it's a masterclass in what not to do as a parent or a tenant. You can almost hear the collective sigh in the room, like everyone's just waiting for her to run out of excuses. This is one of those moments where you just wish someone would tap her on the shoulder and say, "You're not helping yourself."
But SOS doesn't stop. She said that I already filled the paperwork out yesterday when she came. They pay August, but after August, I won't be getting no more help from SOS. But I reached out to Hawk. They're able to help, and I did do an SCR with my caseworker, and I have an appointment with my caseworker on Monday for help, so I can get help with my rent. And I'm able to pay altogether $900 today, but that's all I can afford.
Well, if we get to August 1st, then August rent is going to kick in, which means you're not going to be.
No, August rent is paid by her, by SOS.
I'm going to let you finish because I'm not going to be interrupted again.
I'm sorry.
So what else did you want to say?
That's all I had to say. That's what I said. It was already paid. August month is already paid. That's why she came over yesterday and I filled out the paperwork. So August month to be paid. After August, September, I won't be getting no help after August, is what I'm telling you.
If SOS pays in August what they paid in July, it would be $650 on a $1,300 apartment, which would mean she'd be responsible for the other $650.
That's not true.
But even without, let's assume that for the sake of argument that SOS is going to pay the whole thing. She still has a $4,200 balance. And I don't think there's any way that's going to be paid. And she hasn't filed the form, even though, the previous person heard you just fine last week when you said, we're getting here within 5 days. It wasn't here within 5 days. We'd ask for a judgment today.
I did turn it in within 5 days. You said turn it in Wednesday, which I did turn it in Wednesday. And who is he to say that I won't have all of it paid? Like, you don't know that. I didn't know I can get as much help as I did until I reached out to all these companies. And I was unemployed for a while, which I just got a job. I just started working 3 weeks ago. So this is my first check. You have to wait 2 weeks in a hole to even get your first check.
Your Honor, I'm willing to extend the judgment, normally be the 28th. If we were to extend the judgment to August 4th.
There's no tribal issue for this court in regard to this case. I'll grant a judgment court possession with the redemption amount of the $4,298.39 with a writ to issue August 4th, 2025. Thank you.
Can you tell me exactly what does that mean?
I just issued a judgment, the 429839 will need to be paid on or before August 4th of 2025. I've done it that way because if I grant an adjournment in this case, quite frankly, whatever the dispute is with the August rent would be added on to this figure, which I was trying to say earlier.
Yeah.
So it's a benefit that if you can find the funds to get this paid, you only have to pay this amount. Does not include anything for August.
Okay.
Right, so you have to the 4th to get it paid.
Yeah, but last thing I gotta say is that when I talked to my SOS worker, Miss Terry, our agreement was for her to pay the full amount because she know I'm not gonna be able to pay the full amount. The money that I have now is going to be towards to the money I already owe. So August is already gonna be paid. Like the full amount is gonna be paid, so I won't have to worry about August.
Maybe you're not hearing me.
I'm hearing what you
Issue
said.
the judgment. I'm not dealing with August.
I know that. I'm just let you know for sure that's gonna be paid. That's all. But thank you. Have a nice one.
Thank you.
Jesus. People with roads.
Won't stop.
Nope, doesn't work.
Just don't understand the assignment.
The judge in this case honestly deserves a medal, or at least a week off, for keeping it together. Because if it were me sitting up there, the second she started interrupting and giving that attitude, the gavel would have been hitting the bench like a drum solo. The level of patience this man shows is unreal, especially when she's trying to get sympathy for not paying rent and arguing at the same time. Like, how are you asking for mercy while giving attitude? She's tacking up a tab like it's a shopping spree, and you just know that back pay is never getting fully cleared. Realistically, with kids in a brand new job that started 2 weeks ago, there's no way that $1,300 a month rent is sustainable. If you can't pay the full amount, maybe downsize. There are plenty of cheaper apartments that won't land you in front of a judge. But somehow the judge still finds it in himself to show compassion, only requiring her to pay the back rent and not the next month's rent. And what does she do? She keeps talking as she walks away. Like she's got the moral high ground. It's wild. So if you were in the judge's spot, how would you have handled it? Would you have shown some patience or laid down the hammer sooner? Let me know down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.